Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now today we're going to be doing something just a little bit different than what we've been doing for the past few weeks, and that is going to be a full tutorial and guide on how to homebrew your Nintendo Wii console. There's a lot of cool things that you can do with homebrewing, and there might be future videos that I make talking about that. But this video is going to be solely just talking about the actual process of homebrewing, and let's just jump right into it. So what you're going to need for this is obviously a Nintendo Wii console, which I have one right here, and this is the one that I got at one of my local thrift stores. You can see I have not taken the price off of it. You're going to need a Wii remote, also pretty obvious. And you're also going to need an SD card. Now this is, pretty obvious as well, because we're going to have to be actually copying some files from our computer over to the Wii console. And the only way of actually interfacing with the Wii console is through an SD card slot, which is right here. Normally that is used for saving game files. However, you can actually put some code on here and run it, and that is essentially how the homebrew process is done. And this one right here, as you can see, is a 2 gig card, and you're obviously not going to be able to put like a 128 gig card in here. It's not going to be able to work properly. I believe that the actual limit is about 8 gigabytes, so you want to make sure that you have a sort of low capacity card, which is why that I have this one right here. And another optional piece that you're going to need, and the reason that I say this is optional is because you might not need it. You're going to need one of these things right here. And essentially what this is an SD to USB adapter. If I can just take the piece off here, you can see there's an SD card slot on one side and a USB adapter on the other side. And this is for people who, like me, my computer does not have an SD card reader in it. So you might need to use one of these to actually put this SD card into your computer. So these are all of the physical pieces that we're going to need to make this whole thing work. And now what I'm going to do is actually switch over to the Wii itself for the next portion of this video. Okay, so here we are on the Wii menu, as you can see here. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is go into the Wii options menu right here. Now you want to make sure that your Wii is connected to the network. Now to do that, you want to go into Wii settings, and once it loads up here, you want to go into internet and connection settings. And I know that mine is already connected through my wireless connection, but you want to make sure that yours is connected to your wireless network for this to work properly. You also want to note the version number. If you go back into Wii settings, the system version number right up here. Mine is 4.3U. You want to make sure that it's 4.3, but you might have 4.3E, 4.3J, or 4.3K. Now that's going to be really important in the next part of the setup once we finish with this portion here. But you want to make sure that you're updated to 4.3. If you're not, you want to perform a system update, which by doing that, I believe, is you go all the way over to the last page and click on Wii System Update. And so once you got all that figured out, you want to go back into internet, go into console information, and you want to note your MAC address here. Now this is going to be really important for the next portion of the setup. So you really want to note two major things here. You want to note the Wii's version number, which again is going to be either 4.3, U, E, J, or K. I believe those are the only four. And your MAC address here. Now this you're probably just going to want to leave open on your Wii and just go to the next portion of the setup, which I'm going to switch over here momentarily to show you how to do that. Okay, so we are here on my computer for the next portion of the setup. What you want to do here is, first of all, plug in your SD card to your computer. That's either going to be directly into your computer or through the USB to SD card adapter that I told you about before. And what you want to do is, if there's anything on it, you want to completely wipe out the SD card. And if you want to save like any of your Wii saved games, that might be on that SD card, or your Wii channels that you might have downloaded. You just want to copy that to another area on your computer. You can see that mine here is completely empty. There's nothing on this SD card, so it's going to work fine. And you can see in this browser window here, we have a tool called LetterBomb open here, and this can be accessed by going to please.hackme.com, and me is spelled like it is in Wii, so M-I-I, not M-E, so it's hackme.com. And what you want to do here is note your system menu version, which again is going to be either 4.3 U, E, J, or K. So mine was 4.3 U. I believe that this does depend on what area of the world that you live in. And you also want to put in your MAC address here. And you want to click the box that says bundle the HackMe installer for me, because this is again going to make it easier for us. You want to check the CAPTCHA that says I'm not a robot. And you want to click either of these buttons down here. It doesn't really matter. You can either click cut the red wire or the blue wire. It doesn't really matter again. So we're just going to save the file. And once the file is done downloading, you want to go to your downloads folder. You want to open it up. I am going to be using WinRAR here, as you can see. You can use any other zip extracting tool that you want. You can even use the one that is built in to Windows. But all you want to do here is just drag everything from the zip file over to the SD card and let it copy everything over, and you're pretty much done with this part of the setup. So we're back on the Wii here, and the first thing that you're going to want to do is plug your SD card into your Wii. So I'm just going to reach over here and do that right here. I'm just going to plug it into the SD card slot on the front. And what you want to do is go back to the main menu, so the Wii system menu. And you want to go to your Wii message board, which is going to be right here. And you're looking for the LetterBomb, letter basically. And it's going to be either in the, today section, the tomorrow section, or the yesterday section. It's usually going to be in the yesterday section, but I do believe that this depends on what time zone that you are in. So what you want to do here is you just want to press A on this letter here, and it's going to start doing its thing. And this is, this doesn't take that long. It does, however, come up with this little disclaimer here, basically saying that, this software is free to use and it should not be sold, as there was a, scam going on back when the software first came out. People were actually trying to sell this, for, money and for profit. And that is obviously, completely illegal, as this is, free software. And this was basically warning everybody that if you paid for this, you should ask for your money back, or as it says here, demand your money back. But once it's says press 1 to continue, you just want to do just that and press 1, and it's going to come up with the Hack Me installer. And you want to press A on the continue button. You want to press the D-pad up to go up to install the Homebrew channel. You want to press A. You want to press yes, continue. It's going to install the Homebrew channel, and then you want to press continue again. And then you'll see that there's this option here to uninstall the Homebrew channel. If you ever want to uninstall this to basically unhomebrew your Wii, you would do this same process here, and just instead of saying install, you go to uninstall. So we're basically done with this section here. You just want to go down to exit, and it's going to finish up here, and it's actually going to boot right into the Homebrew channel, as you can see right here. So yeah, this is the Homebrew channel. You see, if I press 1, we have full access to everything. There's no like actual applications on here yet. That's because you actually have to add them yourself, which I may do a video on that afterwards, like after this video, if you guys want to see that. But I just kind of wanted to make this video because I just felt like it would be cool to do. I've been wanting to do something like this for like a while, and I've had this Wii sitting around, and I figured why not. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more videos like this, definitely be sure to like and subscribe for the channel, and definitely let me know down in the comments if you want to see future videos on the Homebrew channel and what you can do with it. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.